Good morning. Time is now 4:30, 5 o'clock, something like that. It's just about to open up and pee down everywhere. Me and Paul have got to get this stuff packed away and get on the road and get waterproofed up. I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
Happy days. Not happy days. I'm knackered. Look at the state of my face. Right, we're all packed up ish. No waste or anything left. It looks like it's gonna hoon down in a minute. So we are gonna make our way to the King Harry ferry. Quick Dutch rudder if it's late.
Yeah.
Good. I don't think he knows what it is and what he signed up for. But it was a rough old night. Poor old Paul, weren't even in the mood for it.
But you wined and dined me and I was like, all right then.
Yeah, we had a steak pasty. Again, thank you, cousin Andy. We're going to get on the road. Riding footage today, you may get a little, you may get none. I don't know if it's hooning down all day. I'm not trashing my camera kit. We'll have a look, won't we? See you in a bit. Can you believe that these little bikes have brought us so far? Good, isn't it?
It is, it's awesome.
Bit wet.
Here we are, look at that. Tiny little bikes. Just parked up.
At the King Harry floating bridge in Bumpkin Land. I can say that because no one's allowed to listen to me. And yeah. Bollocks, look at that hill we've got to start off. Oh, it's gonna suck. There we go, at the side of the bloody road, just had to fill up. Now, on to Lizard Point. Filming that. Now, fun is not necessarily something I would be calling this. Oh, turd in the road. I'm going to put you away. It's raining, it's wet. I nearly got killed by a lorry. Paul's laughing's hurting my ears. I'm full braking now with feet as well going downhill. And I nearly hit a car. I'll see you in a moment. It's wet. So we're at Lizard Point, the most southerly part of the UK. There's the lighthouse. We are absolutely pee-wet through. We ain't hanging about. I'm going to look for a petrol station and some bleeding food. I'm freezing and I'm wet. How wet are you, Paul? Bearing in mind you've got a crash helmet on and they can't hear.
I'm soaking!
So, combat stress. We do this shit so you don't have to. Support them. Chuck them a few quid. All right. Wendy's doing all right, though. Oh, yeah, so's the Puch. I don't care about the Puch. I've got Wendy. This better be the best steak slice of my fucking life. How's it been, Paul?
It's been very wet. And very windy. Very mentally testing.
On the whole?
Great. It's been really good. It's been really good.
Right, we're just on our way to Land's End now from Lizard Point. Wendy's being a little bit not temperamental, she's down about 8 miles an hour, which is quite a lot when you only got 28 miles an hour. It would appear she's rolling off. Yeah, could be an exhaust issue. Paul's going to have a look because that's what he does. I'm going to stand here looking like I know what I'm talking about. I'll keep you updated. So we're currently at Penmarth Village. Yeah, we had to pull over again and give her a little crack. She's not getting above 16, 17 mile an hour. It sounds like the carb's a bit blocked, but I know a mechanic that I've given a call and he's that quick. He's highlighting as a Just Eat driver. He's going to strip the carb, have a look for us, because, you know, I'm lazy. Hopefully we'll be on the road again as soon as possible. Are you optimistic? But
Yeah!
it's been a fucking top trip. It has been really, wetter than an otter's pocket today. Look at the old flag. It's battered.
That poor flag.
Poor flag. Brew time in a random bus shelter while a dodgy mechanic fingers your carb. Right, Wendy is really not playing for. She's going to absolutely annihilate our target today. Again, kindness of strangers. Do you mind being on film, mate? This gentleman has just offered us the use of his garage to try and get her fixed and back underway. People, I love them. Everywhere we go, they're willing to help. It's unbelievable. Not him. He's a pain in my backside. So yeah, as you can see, Wendy's having another bit of heart surgery. Timing's fine. Fuel's getting through fine. Everything's fine. Spark plug perfect.
Shout out for Stuart Matthews, who was very kindly.
Thank you,
Let's
Stuart.
use his garage.
And yes, we've just decoached the exhaust port,
Which was half the size it should be.
even though she seems to be running fine. It's lucky we got a mechanic with us.
Good.
He's only gone and fixed it. Stuart, you're an utter gentleman, sir.
Quite all right.
You have saved the day for the veterans. You ain't.
Excellent, excellent.
Mate, great job. Bit of decoking. And now he's doing my brakes, so I might be able to stop. Don't tell him. But Paul has saved this trip time and time again. Bert's Motorcycles on the Isle of Wight for all your motorcycling needs.
What is it? It's so good.
Obviously, we know it's beautiful. I'm going to give you a little bit of history. See that? It's old as shit. Lovely beach. Let's get going. We've been held up all day. You got a bed? Can only be described as a hell of a morning. We have got a glorious ride. I'm on cruise control at the moment. I've got that knobhead behind me. B has been a diamond. Although, he did say to me, my bike just cut out. And I went, what's wrong with it? He went, oh, I know what's wrong with it. Your carburetor's just fallen off. I wonder who touched my carburetor. Anyway, I've got to go because I'm meant to be using my throttle with this hand and brakes. Bye. I think this is St Ives. Excuse me, could I ask a really big favour?
Yeah, sure.
We're doing a charity ride on ridiculous vehicles around 1,000 miles. Any chance you could take a picture with the rock in the background of us?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Sorry,
Yeah, that looks, I've never seen those.
not many people have. They're quite frankly terrifying.
It looks like it.
Yeah,
Oh man, but I like the style.
they're both 50 odd year old.
So what do you want me to? Yeah. What? Get that. All right. Well, you want me to get that?
If you get the bikes, us and the rock in the background, that'd be good. I didn't know if you wanted to tip yours to side.
I'll take a few and you
Yeah.
Another one.
I'm definitely going. You motherfucker.
If you guys want to take another,
Thank you, mate.
I'll be happy to take more if you want.
Oh, brilliant.
Can I take a picture
Thank
of
you.
the box?
Yes, no problem at all. Do you want to see this one's secret weapon?
Well, yeah.
Are you ready?
Never seen.
I know, right?
That's cool.
So with all the ups and downs of the day, what are you thinking of the Tiny Bike Tour 2?
Oh, definitely.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you been?
Went to the Pope toilets over there. Got myself pasty.
That's pasty from yesterday, you wouldn't do that to me.
No.
Public toilets are over there.
So you've got to go walk past that cafe to the left, and then there's a row of them, about 6 of them all along there.
You had a big stinky dung out, didn't you?
So yeah, right.
Quick one for you. We've just stocked up on food for tonight. And some of the eagle-eyed amongst you might be saying, well, why didn't you go to Land's End? You went all of that way. We was due to go to Land's End. Kalimoto done a Kalimoto and absolutely spanjaxed itself 3 or 4 times, meaning that we had to reroute. At one point when we were rerouting, my carburettor fell off, obviously meaning that I wasn't paying much attention. If the guys, hopefully will be able to validate this in the comments, or follow me on the tracker, you'll see that I got to about within 5 miles, if that. I really don't even think it was that, of Land's End, and then it rerouted me back onto the route that I would have been after it got me lost, because the next point was closer than Land's End, which was the next point I would have had to go to, if that makes sense. So basically now we're up by Poxy Nuki, and I'm wondering why Land's End ain't come along. Keep saying to Paul, it only took me a couple of hours or an hour to get from Lizard Point to Land's End, not all day. That'd be why. We're a country mile away from Land's End. But we have covered some miles, Paul.
We have covered some good miles.
Either going to look for a campsite tonight or do a bit of wild camping. If I can get a cheap enough one, I might even spring for a caravan just so I can charge all my kit up, because it's getting rather down in fuel. And I've got to film. I've also got to try and fix my drone that you might see Dave head-butted before he departed from us. That's another story. See you in a bit. Not much filming, weather's been dire. I'll sort it out. We like to rough it. Look at this. The kindness of folk always blows me away when we're out on these trips. We are at Ruthen Valley campsite. It's Andrew and Nicola Johnson just give us it for free. Said help, showers, all sorts of stuff. I'll get the scrubby plums. It's going to be awesome. It's in Rutherbridge in Bodmin, Cornwall.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
It is a seriously lovely campsite. I feel a little bit scruffy staying here. I'm not going to lie to you, but
Electrical hookup.
What do you think?
I'm blown away, mate. I'm bringing Carol and the girls here. This is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I think I'll bring my good lady here in our camper. We're out of the way of people. We could bring the tarp up from there, but
well, plot 25 is that, mate.
Yeah. Andy, thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. As soon as you saw it was for veterans, didn't even hesitate. I said, yeah, don't want your money. Awesome. So set up tonight is 2 bikes under a tarp, 2 old blokes under a tarp with bikes sniffing petrol. But we're going to cook some food. We've got coffee, we've got pasties, all sorts. We've got the world at our feet, the road in front of us. I couldn't think of what to say there. It don't really matter, but it has been a corking day. I do like that setup. Look at it.
It's cool, isn't it?
It's wicked. Absolutely wicked.
It's been a cracking day today.
Despite all the issues, and you've done really well. Kalimoto again has really buggered me. I'm sick to death of that app. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. It's the worst thing in the world. But there we go. So
Is that
it might be. Hope not.
So do I.
Brief rundown of the day for me. I nearly had a head on with a lorry, which wasn't funny in the slightest, was it?
No, but then I realised you were all right and I pissed myself laughing.
It didn't help that I lost my brakes for about half the day, but then again so did Paul, so it would have been a very sketchy day. Nearly had a head on with a car.
It's been very, very wet.
Yep. Nearly got sideswiped by another car.
Many times, yeah.
Run myself over again. How's your day been?
Mine's not been too bad. Had to do a decoke on the Ariel on the side of the road. Exhaust port closed right up. Killed performance, so we did that. Very kind gentleman let us use his driveway because it was a busy road where we were on. Got Wendy back up to speed and carried on, and
Now we're here.
yeah,
Having
all
a lovely
good.
cup of coffee.
We were
and
buzzing this afternoon, weren't we? The bikes were flying.
awesome. There's nothing
Absolutely
like it.
flying. 33 mile an hour down the straights, down the hill as well. Yeah, we've got to check our tyres because we think we've possibly burnt them out with this performance that they've been putting out today.
I have to have a couple of wheel spins.
You've been drifting around by circles.
Not intentionally. I'd like to point that out. It's still lethal, but I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They're watching you spannering, especially as I sit there dropping stuff.
Yes, but yeah. One thing I did learn today is when you put a carburetor on, remember to do up the pinch screw, and it stays in place. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Wendy died, and I was like, "Oh, we've just decoked it. What's happened?"
Bike stopped.
And I hear from behind me, "Oh, I know the problem. Your carburetor's fallen off." Now, there's only one of us here with spanners and tools and stuff that would have touched the carburetor. Any idea who that is?
Fantastic. Well, I think that was the only job I gave to you, Lee, through the whole thing.
And then, after I'd managed to make us drive the wrong way up the A30,
Yeah, the wrong way up the A30. How do you do that?
we then went round the corner and my carb fell off again. Any idea how that happened?
Well, to be fair, I'd done it up the first time, so
With
I
a
think we've got
knife?
a slightly worn carb. No, it's got nothing to do with it. It's you know, it's always the machinery. What's the saying? A good mechanic always blames his tools, or is it the other way?
It's definitely the other way. So yeah, you're not going to get me. You might get me saying goodnight, because I like to say goodnight to you fellas. Because if I don't, you might not chuck money at combat stress, and you should really chuck money at combat stress.
Yes, I think we are being punished enough on this trip to warrant some good donations.
My knees have blown out. I've pedalled some big hills today, and
But you have lost some, mate.
no, I definitely haven't. But I haven't been out film today because it's just been
It's
pissing
been
down
horrendous.
all day. So my Insta360's been away. Me drone, as you might remember from a previous vid or this vid, I don't bleed know how this thing goes together. Got nutted by a ghost and dropped in a pond. Dave, I hope you're all right, mate. If you're watching this, I've sent you a few
Yes,
messages,
Dave.
but you've not messaged me back, so I'm a little bit concerned.
We hope you're well. We hope you're well.
All right. If I don't see you later, good night.